Welcome to Barbie's bitch house. I don't know what happened last time, but this time we're going to read some shit. So chapter 14 is called Robert.
Bobbert. Again.
Has God ever crafted a more beautiful day than today? That's a fucking lie. It is rainy and sad here.
It is.
It's like a fog has been following and it's finally cleared. Yeah, it fucking came over to us, asshole. Robert. Fuck Robert. Flowers bloom brightly, birds chirp sweetly, and my body feels sugary sweet in my skin. Let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, we're good. I feel like if I don't check it, it's not, and I'm like, fuck. As I walk to the chapel to
We
watch...
don't want to have a repeat of that one season.
I know. Oh, we don't talk about her. A cool breeze tickles my skin, and God settles himself around me. Ew. I was right.
Is he a tomato?
No, I don't think. We'll see. I feel like he's human again, but he might still be a tomato.
I mean, because I was confused. Because I was like, if he's still a tomato, what do you mean by sweet?
Yeah, no, I don't know. God is the one who turned us into vegetables. He did it for us to experience and give pleasure, to be connected to another person. Everything's coming together. This is my destiny. I passed out after squirting my seed over Emily's cunt and awoke. That's what I saw and was laughing about. And awoke to my human self in her bed. They were both asleep. Okay, so he's human again. They were both asleep, but rose from their slumber as I stirred. They couldn't mask their meek grins as much as I couldn't hide mine. You both vibrated, Emily said, a hue warming her cheek. Maybe we become more powerful after every... I racked my brain for an appropriate title for what we just did. It wasn't sex. This was a sacred act from God. My mind settled on a word. Session. I immediately regretted my choice. I made it sound clinical. Maybe. Emily nodded. That means
I just thought about something really weird.
What?
Imagine the more she fucks them, the more human they become.
Oh my God, that's totally a thing. I swear, yeah, I feel like you predicted it. 'Cause I feel like that's what's going to happen. It's like a curse. Maybe. Emily nodded. Emily is not giving a fuck what Robert's saying. She's like, yeah, bullshit. I'll agree. I'll just nod and smile. She looked down.
Just smile and wave, boys.
Exactly. Just smile and wave. She looked down and her eyes grew wide as if she had just realized she was still naked. I stood and turned to give her some privacy. After what had just happened, it was an odd gesture, but we were priests again, not vegetables. Laurent thought we should play Roblox tonight. That just came to mind. I was like, we need to play Roblox tonight.
We totally should.
We should. I stood and turned to give her some privacy. Because the British... After what had just happened, it was an odd... Oh, we already saw that. Laurent followed suit. He hadn't spoken yet, which was unlike him. He was always making jokes, and what I had just said felt like the perfect setup for one of his punchlines. How was it for you? I asked as I looked over my shoulder at the back of Laurent's moppy head. Are you okay? He glanced at me, snagging my eyes with his for just a moment before returning his gaze to the floor. I'm fine. Great, even. I cleared my throat.
He's like, I'm okay. I'm okay. Like, he's like, are you okay? And he's like,
He's like, I cleared my throat. All right.
All right. They're so fucking lame. But I feel like it'd be worse if he was like, it felt like I was gonna explode. I wanted it all. I'm like,
yeah, I was about to turn into some ketchup. I cleared my throat. The way you looked at me because we had that conversation earlier.
I'm thinking of really funny right now.
What?
You got some ketchup in your throat.
What? What is that from? And I need to see it later because that sounds funny.
It's not from anything. I just kind of like made it up, but like
you got some ketchup in your throat.
I'm imagining Robert because he's a tomato, right? But like the tomato ketchup is
Ew, I just got it. Okay, Brandon. I cleared my throat. All right, well, I should be on my way. I've got sermons to prepare. Yeah, me too, Laurent said, following me as I walked to Emily's door. Okay, well, bye then, Emily said from her bed.
Okay, bye.
Bye, bitch. Emily said from her bed, now fully dressed. Before I slipped out, I caught my eyes with hers. Her cheeks were red, her hair was a disheveled mess. Beautiful as always, maybe even more so.
Bitch acts like she didn't just fuck 2 vegetables.
I know, like, bitch, you should be more ashamed.
She's like,
oh, my boobs.
She's like, oh no, my boobs, but when they're vegetables?
He's like, only the tomato and cucumbers get to see my boobs. Every weekend, I make a salad with tomato and cucumber in it. And every time I make it now, I think of this fucking book. Okay, well, bye then. Wait, I already read that
Is it
part.
a good salad?
Yeah, it's real good.
Is it spicy?
I make it spicy because I put red pepper flakes. It's like a pasta salad, and I put red pepper flakes in it. I put it in mine.
If you ever make any up here, we should like have a thing where like we eat it.
But you don't like pasta, do you?
I mean, I'm willing to try it.
Okay, Sly. It's like my favorite thing I've made since I was a kid, but I don't add it. I make like a big bowl of it, and my mom always eats some too. And then with my bowl, I put red pepper flakes in it because I kind of like it a little spicy. Okay, well, bye then. Emily said from her bed, now fully
I would want to
dressed.
try it because I've never had a pasta salad.
Most people that make it do it really badly. Because I like mine very specific, and most people like putting mayonnaise in theirs. I don't. That's gross.
I wouldn't do that shit either. What the fuck does mayonnaise have to do in there?
I think it's because it makes all the things like come together, but it's like, girl, that's not necessary. Come. Was it possible she was becoming more stunning by the second? Maybe that was a blessing from God, too. I felt guilty for leaving her in such a rush. She deserved to be cuddled and whispered sweet nothings, but God had a higher calling for us all. I didn't like that sweet nothings. I am about 100 feet from the back door to the chapel, but my mind replays the events of the night before. From my front row seat atop Emily's mound, I marveled as her face contorted around her pleasure. Her eyes half-lidded, her mouth parted just enough to release her soft moans. She was an angel sent from heaven, and I would worship her body any chance I could, even if that only happened as a tomato. What a fucking simp. I try to think of the word that people use.
I like how you sound so fucking old right now.
What a simp. I'm cool and hip. Hello, fellow kids. I'm so cool. She was an angel sent from heaven, and I would worship her body any chance I could, even if that only happened as a tomato. I enjoyed every minute of being used for her pleasure, but unholy thoughts still danced in my head. I wanted to be in control, to hold her down, tell her what to do, and push her toward the edge until she was begging for release. She wanted it. I could see it in the way her eyes searched me. But both of our wants would have to go unsatisfied. We must be thankful for the blessing we received. My attention snaps back to the moment as my hand reaches for the doorknob of the chapel. I pushed down my cock and my slacks. I pushed down my cock and my slacks.
Imagine him walking up to the door and he's just like, selling out my cock.
He presses on it, palms it, and replaces the carnal images in my head with ones of the church. The body of Christ, the blood of Christ. Fuck.
He starts coming.
I know! I'm like, girl, you getting off to Jesus? Are you jerking?
Would that be a sin?
Jerking it for Jesus.
Coming for Christ.
Anyways. Now all I can think of is Emily's naked body, strung up at the front of the sanctuary. Me on my knees worshipping her as I drink from her cunt. Ew. This isn't helping. I groan before pushing the door open, praying that I can keep my brain and cock in check for the next hour. It appears I'm not the...
I'm imagining him standing in front of the podium, and you just hear like a whack.
Whack. It just sounds like... He's like, sorry. It's sprung out. It appears I'm not the only one with a scattered mind today. As I sit at the side of the pulpit, watching Laurent stumble through an ill-prepared sermon, I thank the Lord I'm not the one in his place. If anything, I thought he'd be giddy, more at ease, but he's a fucking mess. His white collar hangs out from one side of his black shirt. His top button is undone. His hair is even more unruly than usual. And he nearly dropped the F-bomb after forgetting his train of thought and skimmed through his crumpled notes. Ugh, I want to fuck him. I clench the armrests of my chair and will my expression to remain neutral. If the congregation sees me rattled, it will make Laurent...
What?
Your boyfriend just texted you something and it popped up on the screen. And I need you to go look at it right now. I can't even look at you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I told him to say something nasty.
Oh, you bitch.
Because I knew you were sitting there, and I was like,
Can we read it then, since it's like fake? And it's like not what he's actually saying to you. We should read it for the podcast so they can hear what I just had to read.
You can read it if you want.
Okay, let me just find a way to get to your message.
Do you not know how?
Well, I think I know how to. Let me see. Procreate. Oh, that's what you make your... I just think of procreate. I think of fucking. Let's see. I'm going to read this in an ASMR voice.
Really slow.
I'm going to absolutely devour that pussy with my tongue. I'm gonna make some nasty lasagna slurping sounds while I tongue fuck the soul out of you. Before I fuck you hard enough to leave a permanent indentation of you to the bed. It'll never smell the same in the room after I get done with you tonight.
What are you doing?
I said, ew. And then I said Trent at the end. Okay. I like lost my place. That like fucking took me out of it. Oh.
I'm gonna eat this whole fucking thing because I'm fat.
Girl, me too. Okay. The confessional booth the other night, I should have seen this was more for him. I'm trying to think where I fucking was. Laurent, okay. Something about him being carefree. I should have seen that this was more for him. Yeah, I've thought about Laurent in that way. Dreamed of pushing the boundaries with him and reveled in the small moments we were alone together. But that's normal. A symptom of a life of celibacy, right? He wants more. He always wants more. Moments ago, I was positive this was a blessing from God, but now I'm not sure. I watch as Laurent drops his notes off the podium. I thought I was going to say Laurent drops his panties.
I know, right?
Because it says profanities right beneath notes. And so I was like, panties. Drops his notes off the podium and mutters profanities under his breath. Shit, fuck, dick. Can it be God's will if it's not positively affecting everyone involved? We need to talk. By the grace of God, his sermon ends with, sorry for the mess ups. It's like that one time I got my lip stuck in a gate. What? He chuckles awkwardly, shaking his head. May the peace of the Lord always be with you. What the fuck? Lips stuck in a gate. Why is he talking about his lips? I stand, smiling at the patron before stepping toward Laurent and grabbing his forearm. What is wrong with you? I whisper through gritted teeth. Laurent pulls his arm back and narrows his eyes, his voice low. It was a bad day. Cut me a fucking break. Gentlemen, a voice turns our attention away. It's Gail.
I like how the pussy's so good that they're like, they don't know what's going on now.
I know, they're like gooning 24/7. Gentlemen, a voice turns our attention away from one another and toward the tall man in a black shirt with the white collar at his neck. His brown curly hair makes him a head taller than Laurent. Fuck!
Is he like a Paz? Like
it's Bishop Archibald. Archibald, our boss. He oversees all the regional churches, ensuring we're doing our job. Usually his visits are scheduled. Maybe it's because of Gail's absence, but I did not expect him. How could I miss this man sitting in the audience? I must have been so distracted by Laurent's train wreck of a sermon. I shake the shock off my face. Shake the shock off. Shake the shock off. Shake the shock off.
Shake it off. Shake
it off. I shake the shock off of my face, walking toward the stairs on the right side of the stage. Bishop! Mr. Bishop! What a pleasure to see you here today, I say as I approach, outstretching my hand.
Maybe he gets turned into a fucking,
Mr. Buster?
Zucchini.
Eat zucchini. Eat zucchini. Anyways, cat's eye. What a pleasure to see you here today, I say as I approach, outstretching my hand. He examines my offering over his small circular glasses, taking a deep breath before turning his attention to mine. Not moving his hand to meet mine. What a fucking dick. Fuck you, Archballs, or whatever the fuck your stupid name is. Yes, I had a free space in my schedule and decided to pay you two a surprise visit. What a pleasure, Laurent says, his usual boyish smile returning to his face. He lowers his body and hops off the stage next to us. I grit my fucking teeth at his casualness. Bishop Arc Butthole gives an amused smirk, shaking his head at the two of us. I thought it said Archibald has always had a tight ass, but it says Archibald has always been a hard ass. Archibald always had a tight ass. Critiquing us over our sermons running short.
He always had a tight ass and I just wanted to stick my
fucking cock in it. Archibald has always been a tight ass, criticizing us over our sermons running short or a wrinkle in our robes. We're both usually on it. If there's one thing Laurent and I excel in the whole priestly domain, we can command a crowd and give a kick-ass sermon. Today did not reflect our abilities. It was Laurent up at the pulpit, not me, but we're seen as a team. May I have a private word with you both in your office? He turns on his heel, not waiting for our response, and walks toward the back of the chapel. Laurent and I give each other a wide-eyed look. Laurent says, maybe he'll turn into an asparagus before he can fire us. I I groan and roll my eyes, leaving Laurent.
They're like, oh, fuck off.
Fuck off, balls. Arch balls. I roll my eyes, leaving Laurent's side and following after the bishop. Bishop? He's ridiculous. Bishop has a bush up. He's ridiculous. Maybe all priests do turn into produce in our parish now. If that's the case, I hope Emily doesn't find him. I don't want her fucking any other vegetables besides us. This is funny because vegetable cuts off, so all it says is table. I don't want her fucking any other table besides us. It's already complicated enough. And it is chapter 15, so it's Yule 10.
I have a question. Can I have a sip of this?
Yeah, waterfall it.
I'm not gonna, like, stick it up my ass. I promise.
Sure about that?
Sure.
Just try to waterfall it. I love how I say that, but I won't look.
Sorry. Oh my God.
Okay.
Trying to take a drink.
I was trying not to laugh, but I was like, girl, that's sending me. Okay. Now I get to grub.
And rub.
Ew, grub and rub. This looks like a bunch of people are about to eat some steak and then masturbate afterwards. You going to the grub and rub, Bobbert? Grub it out and rub it out. Woo! Grub and rub is our new thing.
That's a Thanksgiving motto.
We're gonna grub it out and we're gonna rub it out.
You know, it's funny to see how many fucking people, like, had babies, like, because they conceived them around Thanksgiving. That, to me, is hilarious.
My parents conceived me around Thanksgiving. I think, because if you do the math, I was born in July, and then we go to, like, November. That's, like, 9 months.
Uh-huh.
Ew! My parents grubbed it out and rubbed it out. Okay. We're fine. Everything's okay.
Alright. Sorry. Okay. Chapter 15, Laurent. Well, we're not fired, I say, my voice raising an octave as Robert turns from shutting his office door after Bishop Archibald, and he didn't turn into a vegetable, so we don't have to worry about that.
Did you just burp in response to what you said? You said,
Robert's shoulders are tense, and he rolls his sleeves to his elbow. As he walks to his desk, he balls his fist, accentuating the veins on his forearms, and he refuses to meet his intense gaze to mine. We're not fired for now. You heard him. He suggested we take time off. Next time, it won't be a suggestion. How could you let this happen, Laurent? Oh my God. Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
our boyfriends are fighting, Maddie. They're not our mommy and daddy. They're our boyfriends.
Mama y papa.
I swear to God, if they start talking more about veins and bulging veins, I'm gonna grub out and rub out.
He shuffles through papers on his desk, shaking his brown curly locks.
I thought this said cunty locks.
His brown cunty locks.
Sounds like someone's talking about their pubes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anger boils in my blood. An uncommon feeling for me, at least with Robert. I lean over his desk, smacking down the papers in his hand. Cut the shit. It's not like I'm the only one to experience a bad day at the pulpit. You've had your fair share of fuck-ups. He stands, glaring at me, even though he's 2 inches shorter than me. He's always been more intense, more frightening. It's one of the things I love about him. Having a bad day is different than nearly saying fuck you to a room full of widows and farmers. We believe the way we do in private, but never in front of the congregation, let alone the fucking bishop. Well, maybe that's the issue, isn't it? Maybe what we do in private can't just stay there forever. Maybe our true selves will shine through one of these days. His pupils expand and his sneer fades. What are you talking about? I stand straight, meeting him on the other side of his desk. You know damn well what I'm talking about. What if this isn't enough for me, for all of us? What if I can't just whisper my profanities, live off your accidental brushes? Or fuck a woman I'm growing to care for only as a cucumber? What if I want more? His head shakes. Or he shakes his head. I fucking read it backwards. His anger returning to his dark eyes, he steps toward me, his finger pointed at my chest.
He's like,
as I back away from his fury. I'm just imagining where it's like, get your finger out of my face.
That's what's happening. This book portrayed by dance moms.
How could you be so selfish? This is bigger than all of us. This is God. You've taken a vow. I've obviously made a mistake. It wasn't the right choice to succumb to our urges as vegetables. That old woman must have been one of Satan's minions instead of an angel. He steps back. We're done. No more fucking around as vegetables. Literally. My stomach hollows. I was so determined moments before, certain that living at the edge of my desires wouldn't be enough. But now that Robert rips everything away from me, in an instant I'm back to my desperate self. What am I going to do? Leave the church? Would I truly be happier without Robert and now Emily? Wait, no, you can't take that away from us. You said it was God. I was wrong. God obviously sent Bishop Archibald as a warning that we were on the wrong path. Robert, please. My voice shakes and I grab his wrist.
Robert, please.
He looks down at where our skin meets. I hate that.
I hate the way that was worded.
Instead of he like grabs his hand. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch you.
You touched me inappropriately.
I fucking touched
you molested my finger.
I touched you
with your get your pinky off of my finger. We're stupid. Anyway,
but like instead of just saying like I grabbed his hand.
Our skin met.
Where our skin meets. I'm like, what do you mean by that?
It feels like they're like rubbing their penises together. What's it called when you rub penises together again, Maddie? You told me last night.
Frottage.
Frottage. It's frottage. That's what that is.
Okay. His expression softens minuscule. I've waited. I've been good. I've done everything you asked. I joined the seminary because I was looking for something more, something to follow. I think you both know it wasn't God for me. It was something else. I know you are devoted. This is it for you. I've always respected that. In fact, I admired you for it, but we finally have something to fulfill our needs. Please don't take that away from me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked for more. He scoffs, but gets closer. My back hits the wall. Ah!
He's up. Oh, yeah.
Do you think you're the only tortured soul to exist? Do you think I don't have urges that run my thoughts? You haven't been good. You haven't been respectful. Every breath you take tempts me. Every moment you make brings me closer to the edge of my breaking point. I've always barely held on by a thread. And then this miracle or curse or whatever it has happened. And I thought maybe it was a gift from God for resisting you for all these years. Why don't they just fuck?
I'm sorry. I just saw a line from up ahead and I think you're on the right track. They're about to fuck.
Anyway. I was like, why don't they fuck? But it's obviously too much for us. I don't want to be without you, Laurent. He slams a fist against the wall at the side of my head. Fuck. This could be the end of us if we let it. My heart hammers in my chest. His breath tickles my lips. Oh,
ew. Fuck. His breath said, tickle, tickle, tickle.
I'm imagining little hands just like rubbing their little
It's just
fingers.
like how the fire licked the sky in that one book. The breath
in that one book, you're the one fucking one that wrote it.
The breath is licking his lips. Ew. Ew, Maddie! I saw that when you did it, and it was like...
Can you not do that?
Well, you see how bad it is?
No. Can you not do that?
Did I do it?
You're gonna listen to this later and want to kill yourself.
I already do.
Okay. Okay. Tears rest in the corner of my eyes. What? No, tears rest in the corner of his eyes. I hear his words. I feel his pain. But he doesn't realize what he's saying. Everything I felt over these years rests on his lips. He's too wound up in God that he didn't realize that what he's admitting. A force comes over me. Maybe it's God.
You just... I didn't say anything. You saw the corner of your eye. Ooh, they're cold, dude.
They're all cold.
They're all cold. Icebreaker duos. Also, me and Maddie are eating Skinny Pop Original, and she ate Pringles cheddar cheese. I just like knowing what we ate, because I'm a fatty. And I'm like, what was I eating?
What was I eating during that podcast?
What was I eating?
Maybe it's something bigger. But I can't resist. I lean in, crashing my lips against his. Oh, fuck.
The lips, that definitely.
Okay. Before we get to the nitty gritty, maybe, who do you think is the bottom and who do you think is the top?
I think Robert's the bottom, Laurent's the top.
I agree with that.
Good.
I'm an idiot. This isn't what he wants, but I can't help myself. I expect him to pull away and punch me in the jaw. But he surprises me. His lips part, and he melts into me. My dick hardens, pressing against my slacks. I push into him gently, and his length pokes into my abdomen.
Your gun is poking into me, Bob. Bobbert.
I want to reach for him, to run my fingers through his hair.
Prostate.
But I'm petrified that if I make any sudden movements, I'll scare him off. His hand runs up my chest, painstakingly slowly. His tongue pushes into my mouth, and he opens wider to allow me in. I could cry. His taste is so sweet, like I always knew it would be. He breathes into me, filling my lungs with the oxygen I've been starved of for the last 15 years. I move my hand slowly up his side, reaching for the back of his neck. A poor move, because the moment my fingers touch his skin, he snaps out of it, flinching and shoving me away
God damn it.
with such a force that I bounce off the wall behind me. Wait, I call, picking myself off the floor, but it's too late. He's already gone, the office door slamming behind him.
She just jammed my fucking clam. I wanted them to touch tips.
I was wet. And then it just became the desert.
Exactly. Okay, next chapter is called Emily. I looked at the time. We still have time for another chapter.
Okay.
So I'll read for Emily.
Emily.
Penelope. 16, Emily. I'm not.
My mom's for me.
We're talking about Jamawhat. If y'all don't, it's JAMAWHAT. Watch their videos
Not
so you get our
sponsored.
references. We're not sponsored, but we should be. I'm kidding.
You should tell him that.
No, he's gonna be like, how about no? Fuck both of you. Chapter 16, Emily. I'm not the gardener. The parish has a man who comes twice a week to tend the fields. The only purpose of my presence in the rows of green should be to collect herbs. What the why did I say herbs? What is wrong with me? Herbs and produce for meals. Yeah, I continue to find myself amongst the stalks and sprouts, toiling away as if my labor will untangle the threads of worry in my head. And hey, so far it's working fucking fantastic. This morning, after I read the slip of paper that flew from under my door, I needed a drink. Alas, there's no liquor cabinet hidden away in the kitchen of the Catholic parish. So the garden was my next best option. I examined my wristwatch to find I've been toiling for 2 hours already. There goes a big chunk of my time to prepare dinner. Whatever. If Father Robert wants me to make meals for them and then they leave while they eat so they aren't in my presence, then he can fucking eat a sandwich every day for all I care. That makes me think of that vine where it's like, go to bed and starve. Do you remember that vine? Mm-hmm. Makes me think
Go back to sleep and starve.
Every day for all I care. Okay, maybe I do care. I love my job, and it's becoming less and less desirable every day. Those confusing priest vegetables change their mind about our relationship. And I'm just supposed to be okay with whatever. I imagine... Oh, gross. I imagine squashing their stupid tomato and cucumbery heads just to show them how much control I actually have in all this. Okay, that would be murder. I don't want to murder them, but I am raging. That was me in that video I did earlier.
I was raging.
You're going to see me rage while I was driving.
Welcome to the pedigree.
That fucking song! I shouldn't be... That had 14, 15-year-old me in a chokehold.
It was just...
I also loved her song. That moan was gross. I also loved her song called Emoji. And then she also had another one called Assassin that's really good.
I have no fucking clue what the other
I'll have
songs
to
are. I just
show
know.
you
I just
them.
know what the
Welcome to the panic room. The way we sang it off key until the last two words was iconic. Ooh, this next one is like... What the fuck is this? Like, sometimes in these little Kindle books, some lines are underlined. And I guess that means a lot of people, like, highlight it or something. So it's gonna be good. I shouldn't be mad at Laurent. It's not his fault that his priestly sidekick has control issues and struggles with admitting his true feelings. Father Robert and Father Laurent signed the note about how our weird vegetable relationship can't continue. Still, the handwriting was the same, and I could tell from the boxy, neat letters that Robert was the sole curator of the declaration. I sigh, swinging my basket over my shoulder I sigh, swinging my basket over my shoulder as a bead of sweat runs down my temple. I don't want to head inside yet, but I also can't sit in the sun any longer.
In my temple.
In my temple. I'm starting it up. In my temple. I sigh, swinging a basket over my shoulder as a bead of sweat runs down my temple. I don't want to head inside my temple. I don't want to head inside yet, but I also can't sit in the sun any longer, at risk of becoming a sweat puddle. The dense forest ahead catches my eyes, and I pick up my steps, squelching in my red rubber boots, as I head towards my sanctuary. As I get closer, a melodic... I posted that. I saw that on Instagram, and I, pissed. A melodic sound grates... This
person is giving Donut Fairy right now. Because I have a feeling this is the same person as this one.
Those were by me, Maddie.
Are they?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes!
Oh, I didn't think that was you.
I had a moment earlier, and I was like,
I was like, that's like a... Okay,
that was
sorry.
a whole thing. Anyways.
I didn't mean to call you Donut
No,
Fairy.
it's okay. I'll just kill myself over it later.
Okay.
As I head toward my sanctuary, as I get closer, a melodic sound grates my ears.
A melodic sound.
At first, I'm certain it's the singing of birds mixed with a wind chime in the distance. But as I get closer, I notice the guitar strings in a sweet, low voice. I follow the sound, stepping over tree roots and ducking under low-hanging branches.
Ducking under penises and...
Vaginas.
Vaginers.
The musician's words get louder. He's just on the other side of a trunk when I hear... Oh, this is going to be another song. You ready for this shit?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants a water buffalo.
Why the fuck would anyone want a water buffalo? I want a water buffalo. Oh, wait, I want to see it. I want to see what you're reading so I can look at it. Where is it at?
It's right here. It's underlined.
Okay, can I read it? Or
No, I'm a singer.
I want to sing it.
No, I'm the singer.
Okay.
Everybody wants a water buffalo. Yours is mean, but mine is a kind fellow. Oh, where would you find one? I don't know, but everybody wants a water buffalo. Horrible fucking song.
Can I?
Yeah, your turn to sing it.
I want to do it.
Sing your own version of it.
Should I do it like a funny way?
Funny.
Okay. Everybody wants a water buffalo. Yours is mean, but mine is a kind fellow.
It sounds like a Gabby Hanna song.
Oh, where would you find one? I don't know. But everybody wants a water buffalo.
Your voice gave me a prostate exam from how deep that was. I choke on my laughter. Covering my mouth with my hand.
That made me want to fucking die.
You think it makes you want to nut?
No.
This is too chaotic.
I said that makes you want to die because you go...
I choke on my laughter like I just did, covering my mouth with my hands. The music stops. Are you here to murder me?
Are you here for drugs?
It's Emily, Laurent. The question still stands. I move around the trunk.
Is that Laurent?
Yes. I move around the trunk.
Has it been like a year? Or has it been a few months or a few seconds?
I think it's been a few I think it's the day of. I think it's still in the same timeline.
Are we still in the same timeline right now?
I think he heard someone entering. And then he didn't know who it was. And then she introduced herself.
Water buffalo.
The music stops. Are you gonna murder me? It's Emily Laurent. The question still stands. I move around the trunk. Is his trunk his big ass? Staring down at him at the tree's base.
His fucking dump truck.
At the tree's base. To my base. To my base.
To my base.
No trouble. He looks up at me with humor glinted eyes. Why would I murder you? I sit next to him, crossing my leg in front of me.
Crossing my pussy.
Crossing my pussy. Because you followed me out in the woods where no one can hear me scream. I smirk, shaking my head.
I shake my head.
I shit my head.
I shit my head? What? Shake?
I wasn't following you. It's just a happy coincidence. He leans in, whispering, "So you're happy we're alone together in the woods?" I was being truthful. I was being truthful. No one can hear our screams out here. Laurent! I push him back Even as my cheeks redden, what cheeks? And my core clenches. I thought it said my whole clenches. I'm sorry, I can't help myself sometimes. He places his guitar on the ground, trying to face me fully. What are you doing out here anyways? I take in his outfit. And what are you wearing? He looks down at his baby blue sweater with a with a bright yellow ducky stitched to the front. This was a present from one of our patrons. Thank you very much. Sure, a rubber ducky is an odd choice for a sweater for a grown man, but it's quite soft. I cross my arms. My cheeks strain from my I think it says cheeks. I giggle. And what are you doing? Cheeks. And what are you doing? Why are you singing a faggy song about water buffaloes? It doesn't say faggy. I had to add that in, though. Sometimes I like to write kids' songs.
Okay.
What kid wants to listen to that fuck-ass water buffalo song? I figured one day I could have a special during church called Silly Songs with Laurent. He smiles and his eyes shine. But I don't think there's any children in the congregation, is there? He sighs. Sadly, no, but maybe with the right music choice. He tilts his head to the side. Oh, I see. Great thinking. He yawns and throws his arms overhead, his sweater revealing a section of hardened abs. Ooh, getting me wet.
Ooh, the river flowing.
The river is flowing.
That sounds so awful.
It should. He yawns and throws his head and abs. And I think I've let these men explore my most sensitive spots, and this is the first time I've gotten a glimpse of exposed skin. Well, at least his human skin. None of this is fair. So if you're not here to murder me, why are you out here? I remember my anger and cross my arms over my chest. I'm pouting. In fact, I'm thinking of ways to make you and Robert's life more difficult. He places a hand on his chest and scoots closer to me. Me? What did I do? The note. What note? My suspicions were correct. Oh, so I guess Daddy Bobbert has decided this is over for all of us, huh? He sighs, running a hand across his temple. Not the temple.
Not the temple.
Did he break up our vegetable fund with a note and sign my name? I rustle around in my pocket, pulling out the note. Yep. I hand it to him. His eyes scan over the paper and he gives a forced laugh. That fucker. Listen, I understand this is weird and you two are priests, but the back and forth is getting annoying. It just seems like I don't have a say in any of this. No one asked me if God came to me in a dream and told me why this is all happening. Laurent peers over the letter at me. Did he come to you in a dream? Well, no. He shakes his head, returning his attention to the letter. Me either. In fact, he never really speaks to me. A thought dawns on me. I look at watch. I look at watch. Not I look at my watch. I look at watch. Hey, it's been like 10 minutes of us alone and you still haven't turned into a cucumber.
You still haven't turned into a cucumber.
Laurent examines himself. Look at that. I guess it is only when all three of us are together. I wonder why, though. Don't think about it too much.
So now that I'm thinking about it, okay, so can Laurent fuck Emily without turning into a cucumber if Robert's not there?
Ooh, drama. My throat just broke into 5 pieces.
It was saying too high.
He said that was too much. Laurent examines himself. Look at that. I guess it's only when the three of us are together. I wonder why, though. Don't think about it too much. I don't think any of this is supposed to make sense. He has a point. This magic doesn't seem to be defined by logic. I subconsciously scoot closer, wanting to feel Laurent's warmth. It was hot in the field, but here in the shade of the forest, a chill runs over my exposed skin. I don't get you. What do you mean? He asks, returning to reading over the letter as if he'll discover the key to some cryptic message. Why does it feel like you don't believe in all this? Abstinence, priesthood, God. His eyes meet mine, and he places the letter by his side. He sighs and lies on his back, propping his head in his hands. How can any of us be sure of anything? I lie next to him, turning on my side to study him. But you've dedicated your whole life to this. Why would you do that if you're unsure? He turns, mimicking my posture. His expression grows serious, the light in his eyes fading. I think you know why. I do. I'd be blind to not notice it.
I think you know why. I'm like...
I think you know why. I do. I'd be blind not to notice it. He's in love with Robert.
Not Bobbert.
Not Bobbert. That's Maddie's man. Mine is Laurent. Emily,
yours is Laurent, the stinky pussy man.
He doesn't have a stinky pussy. He has a stinky ball.
I think Emily has a stinky pussy.
She does. We're going to murder her. She's trying to take our men. I do. People don't notice that he's in love with Bobbert. I can't blame him. It's hard not to be pulled in by his good looks and domineering presence. But while Bobbert is
domineering presence.
While Bobbert is tragically beautiful, Laurent is on another spectrum. He's like a Greek god, filled with light that shines through his chiseled features.
Through his chiseled ass.
He's so easy to be around, sucking you in, as if every word is a secret just for you. Like you're the most important person in the universe. This is why Laurent's my boyfriend. He's hot, and I want him to fuck me.
Because you want him to fuck your pinky?
Mm-hmm. How could Robert not...
Just
How could Robert not be in love with Laurent? Maybe he doesn't see it yet. They're priests, after all. It's much more complicated than just admitting what your heart wants. And then here I am, a random girl, rubbing it out and fucking it out, or whatever. No, it was rubbing it out. A random girl rubbing their vegetable bodies over me.
rubbing it out.
Rubbing and grubbing their vegetable bodies over me like a horny teenager. Their love story seems poetic and tragic, like Achilles and Patroclus. But adding me to the mix makes it seem like some corny smut novel, not the fucking fourth wall breaking. Maybe that's what attracted me to them originally. This weird connection between the two. I can't help but want to be around them alone, but especially when they're together. They irritate and excite me, each in their own way. Laurent's gaze...
Each in their own way. They excite me, make me want to touch them.
They make me want to touch people. Oh, wait. I don't want to touch people. Wait, that's not how that song goes, Trent. I like to touch people. I like. Laurent's gaze locks into mine, intense and wanting. Does he wish I was Robert? Maybe I wouldn't care. I don't want to break the thick silence between us.
Thick silence, just like his cum.
That was too far.
Yes,
it was.
The way you looked at me.
And I said, you better shut your whore mouth. Something crawls over me.
Something crawls over and under me.
And fucks my butthole. And I can't help words from slipping from my lips. What pair? Let's pretend that you're the boss, not Robert. What would you do about all this? His eyes lock in on my lips. I'd start with kissing you. I gulp, my saliva sticky down my throat. What would Robert say about that? My breath heavies and my eyelids flutter. He reaches for me, grabbing the back of my neck. Fuck Robert. He crashes his lips into mine. My body lights up like someone dropped fireworks into my bloodstream. His tongue pushes its way between my parted lips, and he pulls me closer until our bodies are pressed together amongst the blanket of fallen leaves around us. I've had this man inside me. Well, in his cucumber form. But this simple kiss is so much more intimate than anything I've experienced with him. He's a priest, a human with flesh and blood. He's disobeying God, breaking his vows, all to place his lips on mine. My stomach flutters at the thought. I push back, my hands on his chest. You were right. He searches my expression, alarmed at my suddenness to stop the kiss. What? Your sweater, it's really soft. His face lights up, and for a moment I catch that sparkle that resembles when he looks at Robert. Maybe it's my eyes playing tricks on me. A misplaced beam of light shining through the brush overhead. He laughs, shaking his head before pushing my back to the ground and hovering over me as he kisses me. I wonder how many women he's been with. He knows what he's doing, nipping at my lips.
He knows what he's doing.
You know what he's doing. This isn't his first time at this rodeo, riding that horsey. Ew. Nipping at my lips and moving his tongue as if I'm the sweetest taste. He unbuttons my blouse, starting from the bottom and working his way up, not even needing to pause to monitor his work. I moan into his mouth. That just sounds so unfun. Like you're kissing someone, you go, ooh, right in their mouth.
Ew.
I know. It's not sexy.
No, I'm imagining like you're making out like, right? Mm-hmm. And then you're just like, ooh, and it like vibrates the inside of your mouth, and it just sounds awful.
I need her to wrap it up.
Literally sew that shit shut. I don't fucking...
Like, we're not
Emily, doing this, Emily.
Emily, you get the fuck out of this story. This is me and Maddie's man's. And buttons on my blouse, I read that. I moan into his mouth like a sick fuck, and once his large hands work up my abdomen slow and steady. My hands trail up his back, under his sweater. Underneath him, I feel so small and delicate, an unusual occurrence between us. Since the other two times he is so much smaller than me, he pulls his lips away from mine and leans his lips to my ear. My sweater doesn't even hold a candle to the softness of your skin. I smile into his hair. God, Emily, I've waited so long to touch you like this. Is this heaven? I grab his face.
He's gonna turn into a fucking cucumber. That'd be
God
hilarious.
damn it, that's gonna jam my clam. I grab his face, pulling his mouth back to mine. His hands move up my body, hesitating for a moment once he reaches the ridge of my breast. I buck into him, urging him to touch me there. I want him all over me, everywhere. His hand grazes over my nipple, and he turns his head away, sucking in a shaky breath. Emily, you'll have to forgive me. It's been so long. I love him saying my name, the way it sounds so tortured on his lips. He's like, Emily, when he talks. And she's like, that's hot.
She's like, ah!
She's like, ooh, fuck me now.
That's you all reading this story.
It is. I love him saying my name. The way it sounds.
I hate it when we're sitting here and I see people walk to the trash can and they act like they're someone's old ass mom trying to take out the trash, and they're like in their little fucking jogger suits. Like,
girl,
so, you're like, girl, you look like you're 75. Get the fuck back in the house.
Like, you were 21. You were not 71. And you better act like it.
And they got like their little jogger suits. They're like,
I'm like,
tip
girl.
tappy all the way to the fucking garbage bin.
Tip, like, girl, go fuck yourself.
Tip my face. Tip my face.
It took me a second to realize what you were saying. I was like, oh. It's only been a day, I retort. He locks his gaze on me and gives me a protruded lip. He gives me a sidelong look. Pounding you as produce doesn't even compare to how I can fuck you. I'm in
That's the title.
Title drop. Pounding you as produce doesn't even compare to how I can fuck you. I'm in control of your pleasure this time. Oh, yes, you are, Laurent. I said, because I'm the one talking right now, not fucking Emily. Oh, so you're in control now, and what am I, a voiceless bystander? I smirk. He grinds his body against me so I can feel his erection through his slacks. He lowers himself, his head at my breast, his hand still caressing my skin. I'm here to worship you, Emily. You are a goddess at the altar. His dark and hungry eyes leave mine before trailing a kiss down my abdomen and unbuttoning my jeans. He sits up on his knees and yanks his sweater off. Thank God. I didn't want to fuck a man in a rubber ducky sweater. The way she was like, ooh, this is soft, and then in her head she's talking shit on it. Besides, I've been dying to see what the hardness I've only ever felt and imagined looked like. He's lean, muscular, and tan. His abs are like an arrow pointing below his slacks. I want him to take off more, but before I can ask, he yanks my pants off in one swoop. What the fuck?
That's
He's
hot.
Ready.
I was like, that's hot.
That's hot. I shriek.
I have never been able to get all that shit off in one go.
I shriek. Alarmed by his strength and the chill nipping my goosebumped legs.
Just thinking about like the goosebump, it made me think of like her cunt.
Ew.
It made me think. I was like,
Pricklies? You're like, ew, bitch.
I'm like, you, not your
It's like a goosebump book called The Curse of Emily's fucking prickly cunt.
No, the curse of Emily's bush. Is what we're
Emily's bush. Well, guys,
you know she has a large fucking bush.
She's gross. Not that a bush is gross, but I feel like Emily's is untamed.
Untamed?
And like has tentacles. Besides, I've been dying. I want him to take off more. He takes off pants. He lowers his head between my legs, breathing over my panties. Breathing over my panties.
Ew, is he huffing that shit like it's paint?
Why are they fucking gross in this fucking chapter? They're like, I'm gonna moan in your mouth and breathe in your panties, and you're gonna like it.
Breathing in your panties is awful. What the fuck you mean? No. He's gonna go up to her pussy and he's gonna be like talking sweet nothings
and then
into it.
And he says, what daddy wants, daddy gets.
Like, oh, it's so awful. Like,
it makes me think
who the fuck? I'm just thinking of it. Who the fuck breathes in my panties? Like, what the fuck is that?
It makes me think of the hot chick when he's like, you don't piss in your girlfriend's panties. That's literally what this
You don't piss in your
You don't breathe in your girlfriend's panties. I shudder. You're soaking these through, Emily. Ooh, fuck me! He pulls my underwear to the side, running his finger gently along my seam. God, you're so wet. I was worried you only wanted me as a cucumber. I can't form words. He's so gentle, and every small movement makes me want to melt out of my skin. He lowers his lips, stroking me softly with his tongue. He inhales sharply, pulling away and turning his head. Fuck, you taste so good. The sweetest fruit. He returns his attention to me, picking up my ass. Sorry, when I read picking up my ass.
Picking up my ass?
I think he was going to say picking my ass. I'm like, why is Laurent picking her asshole?
Like, he's getting in there with his fingernails.
And he takes it out and he's like, I almost said Maddie instead of Emily.
No, I was going to say, he looks like, you need to wash.
He's like, Maddie, it looks...
It's 50 Shades of Brown is what we're...
It looks worse than the mud rush of 1950. I was trying to think of a good analogy to joke with, but I couldn't think
50 Shades of Brown is funny.
I've seen less brown material than when I've gone digging for gold in a mud flat. Oh my god. Picking up my ass and sliding my soaking panties down my legs. I'm barely on the forest floor.
They're just like having sex and we're like, ew.
I'm bare on the forest floor. Imagine if Leona comes into this and it's like a crossover. I'm bare on the forest floor, my shirt completely open and my ass grinding against the ground. He's moving too slowly. It's wonderful, but also torturous. I buck my hips, needing more of him. He pushes me down, his thumb, I almost said his tongue. His thumb pressing into my hips as he inserts his tongue deeper into me, lapping up and down but avoiding my clit and my entrance. Shut the fuck up, Emily. It's not an entrance, it's a vagina.
It's a China.
It's a vagina. He knows what he's doing. This teasing game, bringing me so close to the edge before he's started. Laurent! I need more!
He needs more!
Laurent, I need more! I yell.
You know what's worse about this?
What?
Is that we're reading this and people like actually read this and it's like, it's so hot.
I know. But I mean,
me and you're reading this and I'm like, I'm actually fucking disgusted with
I am
the hell's
too.
going on.
But in this chapter, the only part that gets me, I'm like, oh fuck, is like when it talks about his abs. I'm like, ooh, Laurent. But that's it. I don't read the sex scenes and think, oh yeah. I mean, if Emily turned into a cucumber.
I'm gonna jam my fucking clam while I'm reading this book, but no, it literally shuts it up. It's dry as the desert.
It's like a tumbleweed is going through my vagina right now.
Yeah, it's like.
And then we go to Emily's clit, and it's like, because it stinks. Laurent, I need more. I yell, my voice airy and strained. Shh. He whispers against my cunt.
Ew.
I'm sick of him.
I told you he was going to talk to it.
Like, first of all, he fucking moans in her mouth like, ooh. And then he fucking breathes in her panties, and now he's talking to her vagina. I think Laurent needs to take his meds.
I think he needs to go to Grippy Sock jail.
I think he needs to go to prison. I'm savoring you. Let me have my fill first. I grab his wild hair, urging him to move fast.
I grab his wild cock, and then, whoa!
Wild cock. Whoa, it's going everywhere! It's like a snake. Woo!
No, it's like a fucking water hose.
Like a water hose? When it's just...
I almost pissed.
It's a water hose.
That was like a water hose.
And you try and grab it and it hits you in the face and knocks you out. I grab his wild water hose, urging him to move fast.
His wild water hose.
Hard, more direct on my pleasure points, and he's stronger than me and continues his lazy strokes, moaning softly. His pants jingle, and he wrestles with the fabric. I sit up, raising myself to my elbows to watch him as he pushes his pants and underwear down and reaches for his cock. Do you think Laurent has skid marks? I don't think he has skid marks.
Imagine.
He has skid marks. He strokes himself, tugging desperately. So he's just like, he's not even jerking off. He's just pulling on it. He's just pulling on his penis. He strokes himself, tugging desperately as if he can't last another minute without the friction. He's large, much like the size of him as a cucumber. Just the sight of his glistening dick brings me closer, and the need to release is urgent. Please, Laurent, I beg, throwing my head back as the sight becomes too much. Finally, he heeds my request, focusing on my clit and flicking it up and down with pressure and consistency. God, does he know what he's doing? What a shame.
He knows what
he's doing. He's been around the block. What a shame that this man has gone years without bringing a woman pleasure. It only takes a few strokes before I spiral, my nerves exploding throughout my body and the bliss washing over me like a tidal wave. I grab onto his hair as I ride his face. She's like, they see me rolling. And then he's like, I'm going to drown, Emily. And he drowns and dies. And her squirt. Ew. I grab onto his hair as I ride his face like a pony. It didn't say that part at the end. He doesn't stop as I buck against him, wringing out every last ounce of my orgasm. I fall back to the earth, catching my breath as I stare up at the white clouds poking through the shaded branches. I'm dizzy with ecstasy. I'm just imagining her coming and falling over, and Laurent's just dead. He's just like sitting there like gurgling sounds. I know, that's what it sounds like. And he's like, oh. I fall back to the earth, catching my breath as I stare up at the white clouds poking through the shaded branches. I'm dizzy with ecstasy, but Laurent kissing up my legs and venturing up my body. Brings me back to the moment. He drags his body over mine as I reach for him, moving my hands over the muscular expanse of his back. He kicks his pants and boxers off gracefully, his dick rubbing up my body, wetting my skin. He kisses my breasts, flicking his tongue over my pebbled nipples. Comparing your nips to big-ass pebbles is not a fun thing, Emily. And it's like my orgasm was years ago. My body sings with arousal. I bet I know what the body's singing. It's like, don't you wanna fucking wanna buffalo? My body sings with arousal and I'm desperate for more. He pulls himself away from me, his eyes clenching as he sucks in a breath, as if using every ounce of his reserve not to lose himself before planting his lips back on my skin. He takes his time, kissing me as if he's savoring me, but I'm not as patient. I attempt to pull him up to me, needing his lips on mine, needing him inside of me. He heeds my silent request, dragging himself the rest of the way up, planting pained kisses in his wake. He kisses my lips hungrily, his breath heaving in his chest. I writhe against him, urging him to drive inside of me, needing all of him. He lowers his lips to my ear. I don't know how long I'll last. I'm sorry. No, that's so fucking hot. Of course, I don't want him to pound into me for hours, but the thought that this Greek god of a man is so turned on by me that he's about to sputter out of control flings me close to the edge again. I've never felt so powerful, so wanted. I got a burp. Hold on. Okay, we're good. He reaches down, positioning himself at my entrance. Shut up, Emily. Before pushing...
God, stop calling it your fucking entrance. It's
know.
Fucking pissing me off.
It pisses me off. It pisses us off so bad.
We're like, call
Emily,
it what it is.
We're about to crash out. Pushing his tip in. Fuck, he yells. I'm so wet that I make way for him, but I can't deny the stretching due to his size. I don't think I'd be able to... Stretching.
Sorry. I was like, ooh.
I don't think I'd be able to take him so easily if it wasn't for my practice with him and his cucumber for him. Laurent needs to take a shower because he fucking stinks, I think to myself. That's not in the book. I just fully tried to make something up. He slowly pushes himself in deeper and deeper. I cry out, my nails digging into my skin. Into his skin. He's so muscular that his abs rub against my sensitive clit. I'm so close, he says, his voice cracking. Fill me, father. I do not like that. Do not call him father, Emily. He said he had the power this time, but it's like my words granted him permission. He makes one last strong thrust, his mouth snapping open as he moans. The sight of him over me, so lost in himself, sends me spiraling after him. The second orgasm makes more powerful than the first. I just fully did not read that right. His so lost in himself, sending me spiraling after him. The second orgasm even more powerful than the first. He makes tiny thrusts, and I feel his release seeping out of me. Oh God, I have diarrhea, and that just made it fast. I can't help but wonder.
Made it fast. It's crazy.
I can't help but wonder when the last time he came was. It feels like there's enough semen built up from a long time. I rub his back as we catch our necks, his head resting in the crook of my neck, feeling his heartbeat slow against me. He distributes most of his weight on his knees and hands so he doesn't crush me, but he drapes over me as if he never wants to move. I play with the coarse strands of his hair. They feel like he's spent all day at the beach, as if he's covered in the salty air. I could lay with this forever, but I feel his stomach rumble against mine and remember that it's my job to feed him and Robert. My stomach's rumbling too, with diarrhea. I want to enjoy the soft moment with him, listening to the birds chirp overhead, and I imagine I could be enough for Laurent. But reality settles over me. I just fucked a priest, and not a transformed priest as a vegetable. If there's a hell, I definitely have a special place in it. You do, Emily. Fuck you.
Yeah, you do. Fuck off.
What does this mean for all of us, and what happens next? We'll have to find out next time, because that's the end of this chapter, and the end of this episode.
The end of this episode, because I want to fucking die.
This has been an hour long. That's
God.
Everything. It's okay. I kind of wanted to do an hour-long episode. But I'm actually going to let it record until it hits the 1 hour mark, because I'm a whore. So, how's your day been? Only a few more seconds.
Do we want to talk about, what happened? Or do you think... Okay, so they kind of had sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess they totally had sex.
They did, yeah.
What do we think's going to happen? Do you think Robert's going to be,
I think Robert's going to find out, and he's going to get mad. I think that's what's going to come.
Do you think he's going to get pissed?
He's going to get so mad. Oh, God, I got to shit. Wait, I forgot this was recording. Bye, guys.
Bye.